Hey you guys, it's that time, pick a story, where in one of the decks or all of the decks could be a story or a message for you. So what I like to do is have you to pause the video so you can focus on which deck is resonating with you. And we can go ahead and begin with deck number 1. Alright, you have the Wheel of Fortune, Knight of Cups, the High Priestess, Seven of Wands, Page of Swords, overall energy, Ace of Wands, King of Swords, and the Ace of Pentacles. Alright, so I feel like this week is about new opportunities for you. New doors opening up. New opportunities in career, finance, or love are being offered to you. And I feel like, you are also kind of toasting to new beginnings. Something could be waiting for you, but it's like you need to take the initiative to go and get it, whatever this is. And I also kind of feel like you have the key to something and you're unlocking it. You're unlocking it and then opening up this doorway. There's a possibility of some sort of abundance or something coming in abundance. Or there's like expansion happening in your life. Now, something also could be coming to an end so that there can be room for new growth or something new. In a love situation, I kind of feel like someone is deciding to put their heart out there. Oh, I forgot to turn this down. Yeah, I kind of feel like maybe someone is ready to kind of like put their heart out there. Could be a water sign, could be an air sign. And I feel like if you're into tarot, you would likely be trying to get readings on them to find out more information. Or maybe you're trying to find out what their intentions are. If they are also into things like this, they might be looking into it themselves. But I do feel that in regards to new love interests, that people are trying to figure things out and maybe getting readings done and taking some sort of observation. You are going to have to trust your intuition with the situation, because some things are still going to be kept hidden from you. Situations are going to continuously change depending on what you decide to do. This also kind of looks like an opportunity to steer your fate. Like, which direction do you want your life to go in? And so I feel like maybe you have like multiple roads that you could go down. Now, the outcome could potentially still all be the same, but it's how you get there that you're having an option to change. I feel like like I said, you should trust your intuition, whatever your intuition is telling you to do. Someone may offer to share a secret with you, but I feel like they want to know or make sure that they can trust you before they share the secret with you. You also may be coming off a little guarded for whatever reason. You might be the one that is needing to trust someone or trying to keep your distance until you make sure that this person is trustworthy or that you can figure out what their intentions are. If you have like a lot of dreams, I feel like your dreams have maybe been preparing you for something that's getting ready to happen. And it's kind of like you are on standby, or you're like, oh, I already had a dream this was going to happen. Let me stay guarded, you know. So whatever it is, it's like your dreams have been trying to prepare you for something. I don't necessarily feel like it's anything bad, just that your dreams are trying to give you a heads up on some things that are happening in the future. So another thing I'm seeing is like setting boundaries. It's like you're having to set boundaries with people, or maybe you're needing to protect your space. I feel like someone is trying to claim their personal territory or space. It's like, this is mine, don't cross this line. Or that, you know, I saw this first, this is mine. So I don't know, something is about being territorial or setting some sort of boundaries. Now there also could be something going on in regards to neighbors. I don't know if, you know, people are trying to come over into your yard or your space, or if you're trying to prevent that from happening to you. This can also be happening in the home, where people are just like, this is mine, you know, I claim this, this is my area. So I feel like people are going around claiming things. So, including the love situation, there may be someone that is claiming you, or they're getting ready to. They see what they want and they're just like, okay, let me, you know, go ahead and claim this person, take them off the market, let them know that I want them. So someone may be coming at you very assertively. Unless you're the pursuer, then there's somebody that you see and you're just like, oh, let me go ahead and claim them. There are still times where I feel like you're going to need to speak up for yourself, or be more vocal. Don't be as shy when it comes to getting what you want. Maybe something's going on at work where you need to stand up for yourself or speak out about something. I do feel like somebody is going to have their moment to stand on their soap dish and just kind of like speak. You also might need to defend your beliefs. Mm. Also, like, whatever's going on in your life, there's an indication that you just need to trust the process. Try not to fight against the current. Just like go with it, or something will be easier if you just like go with it. Yeah. I would take advantage of any opportunities that are presented to you this week. It's kind of like, oh, well, this is here. I didn't plan on it, but it's here. Let me go ahead and explore this opportunity, you know, whatever it is. So just things in regards to your destiny seem to be standing out, or an opportunity to change your destiny. Yeah, so it does look like there is something coming in abundance. Also, something is being opened up or removed. If there was some sort of a blockage, I feel like it's being removed. If this is about some sort of trust issues, I feel like someone is letting their guards down and allowing someone to come in or get close. Now, I also feel that there is something significant about a safe, money or bank, kind of like turning a dial. Now, as a warning, I don't know if this is talking about something about, like a robbery or something like a safe. I don't know if it's, doesn't necessarily have to be a safe in the physical sense, but like security, internet security and things of that sort. Like something seems like it's opening up or something is vulnerable. Also, if this is something that is more of a warning, I still say go with the flow. Don't try to be a hero. Spiritually, something just kind of looks like a portal opening up, having access to the inside or the other side. It could just be, something about astral traveling. But it does look like spiritually there is something opening up. Even if, like you say, you don't dream, it could be something happening, some sort of transit in the sky that removes that veil and makes it accessible for you to see the spiritual realm. There could be something going on in regards to a Scorpio or someone that is going to be very transformative in your life. There could be a reconciliation between you and another person because something has ended. So in a love situation, if someone from the past reaches out, it could be because they have ended a relationship. And so they're able to come and see what's going on with you now. I feel like there is someone in your energy or your presence that you used to be close to, or you were friends with this person. I don't know if they ghosted you or it just seemed like something ended, but maybe this person has reappeared. So for some of you, this may be about having a secret admirer. And this person has been quietly observing you and getting readings on you, but they haven't come forward because they're in a relationship, but they just want to know about you. Yeah, I feel like someone is disciplined, but they're still looking or watching. If someone who is in a relationship starts to take interest to you, I feel like you are a manifestation, or kind of like the catalyst of their marital issues or whatever's going on in their relationship, whether they're married or not. It's kind of like you're exposing unintentionally. You're exposing flaws in their relationship. You're helping them wake up to certain things. And of course, I understand you might not want to be the person that does that, but it does seem like, you are kind of like a vessel, a learning vessel for this person. And you're helping them realize that, there's flaws in their relationship, things that they've been glossing over. They haven't really been wanting to acknowledge whatever elephant is in the room. And you just kind of like wake it up. You may be the catalyst that crumbles someone's reality. I also feel that a job or a company could be like family, but somebody is like a whistleblower. Like somebody's supposed to be keeping things a secret. But I also get like damage control. Something is competitive. Career-wise, you could be in a competitive field. Or if you're interviewing, is very competitive, it's highly competitive. If this is about a love situation, I feel like there's people competing for you. Or if you are pursuing someone, there is someone else pursuing the same person. So something is like a competition or competitive. Now, I'm seeing something in regards to like a rocket ship. I don't know if this is talking about something that's going on in the world, but I'm seeing something like a rocket ship. I don't know if this is also talking about competitive things or something going on. It's a competitive nature. Something is a competition. Symbolically, someone may have a rocket ship as a tattoo. I'm also seeing something in regards to mountains. I heard Andes Mountains, or in the Andes. I think that's in Chile. Is it? So I don't know. I don't know what it's saying about that, but yeah. I feel like someone wants to build a home in a high place. Someone also might live like high up in the mountains. So I'm also hearing something about witness protection. I don't know if someone is in witness protection or has to go to witness protection. Yeah. Going back to communication, I feel like maybe there is something that you're speaking about, but also not speaking loud enough. You also might have the ability to speak in a way that brings or neutralizes a hostile situation. Yeah. You could find yourself being some sort of a peacemaker. All right, let's move on to deck number 2. All right, you have the Queen of Cups, the Three of Pentacles, Five of Swords, the Sun, Page of Pentacles, overall energy, Ten of Wands, Six of Cups, and the Page of Swords. All right. Feels like you've been carrying some sort of a burden, or something has been like a weight. Like you've been carrying around a lot, stretching yourself thin. Now, it also could be that someone shared a secret with you or some sort of information that's been weighing on you heavily. Seems like you also take on a lot of responsibility, but it's kind of because you don't really trust anyone to handle the things that you need taken care of. So if you're at work, even though you might have a team, you might end up taking on everybody else's part only because you feel like that person said they're going to have it done by this day, but I really need it done sooner than that. And if I need that done, and this person, it's just kind of like you end up just kind of like taking over everyone else's work because you don't trust anybody else to do it correctly. Even if this is your own work, like maybe people want to help you, but you're like, no, I got it. So you might be someone that is also very prideful and just wants to, carry the load yourself. You also might feel the need to protect someone. There's maybe a water sign in your circle or coming towards you. And I feel like you and this person are building a relationship. It could be work related, it could be romantic. If it is romantic, I feel like this is about people who take the realistic approach to a relationship as opposed to something just super emotional or romanticized. It's just like let's be real here. But I feel like you are establishing some sort of relationship or building a relationship with a water sign. There could be challenges in communication. It seems like people are having a hard time working together. I feel like you're also working on some sort of project. There's something that you're working on, and I feel like you need to complete it. You might have to ignore certain people until you complete it. You're like, I don't have time to talk right now. I just need to focus on this and get this job done, and then I'll come and talk to you. People might take it the wrong way if you're too busy to speak with them, and that might cause that little miscommunication or challenges in communication. I keep hearing the name Ralph for somebody, so I don't know who that is to you or the significance, but I keep hearing the name Ralph. I feel like somebody's also doing something for attention, being petty or mean for attention, though. And it works. And I feel like somebody is like, now that I got your attention, blah, 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 blah. Someone around you may be really childish or immature. It could be an air sign, earth sign, or a water sign. But this person's coming off really immature to playful. At work, I feel that you are going to get like a lot of attention or a lot of praise. I feel like there's something about you that is standing out at work, and I kind of feel like you're also being rewarded or recognizing your value. I also see the truth coming out or someone being very authentic. If you are the one that is just being very truthful or honest, I kind of feel like there is somebody or other people who are annoyed or frustrated by your honesty. There's something going on with the ego. People's egos might be clashing. Everybody's fighting for the spotlight. Feels like somebody is like, I deserve this, or this should be given to me. Almost like somebody having to toot their own horn. Hmm. Um, I feel like you're needing to finish something. You need to finish what you started, whether it is education, or if you were filling out some sort of application. If this has to do with a living situation, maybe you're trying to move, or maybe you're trying to move in with someone, or maybe you're trying to sell your home. But I feel that you're needing to do what needs to be done so you can just like complete something and get it over with or move on to the next chapter. Mm. Somebody may be talking about leaving or moving out, and I don't know, maybe there's a mixed emotion about it, but I do feel like someone is going to have freedom or feel liberated. Whatever that burden is that you've been carrying, I feel like it's being removed. You're going to feel much lighter and relieved. I feel like you're also going off of a checklist. You might find yourself completing several tasks that you had written down. You're like, okay, got my brakes fixed, check. Got the whatever serviced, checked. Like you're doing like a lot of things and approaching it like a checklist. You also might feel like a grown up. You're like, oh, I was a grown up today. I was responsible. Somebody might feel that you come off kind of bitchy or rude. I feel that your enemies are going to be revealed to you and also at the same time be removed from your life. There's also the possibility of someone's evil eye backfiring. At work, there is someone who doesn't think you deserve credit, or if you do get recognition for your work, people wonder why. I just see something coming off as envy. So I also feel that if anybody makes you mad, that you're just going to simply cut them off. you might do something petty towards someone or match their energy, but then I feel like it's over. It's like, okay, I said what I had to say. I'm cutting this person off. I'm looking at something that is being built in someone's neighborhood and they don't like it. Um, this neighborhood is not used to something new. I feel like people who want things to stay the same are going to be challenged. In a love situation, someone acts mean or distant when they like you, or you act this way. You both might kind of put up some sort of a weird front, but I kind of feel like somebody is actually in love, and maybe it feels like you found a soulmate. I kind of feel like somebody has you daydreaming and just being on cloud nine. In order for two people to be together, they may need to overcome the obstacle of either family, something relating to family, or an existing relationship. Now, if someone's family is just very cautious about your relationships, it could be an issue. They're just kind of like, we need to make sure who you're bringing into the family. We all gotta like this person. Like, it could be one of those type of situations where your family is heavily involved, or a love interest. Maybe their family is that way, but I feel like either family is going to be an obstacle or another relationship. Like, if somebody is in a relationship, but you two are feeling each other, well, that relationship is an obstacle. Because it's like nothing's going to move forward, or there could end up being like an affair. So, yeah. Career wise, I feel that somebody might end up living their dream, having their dream job, feeling like they have everything, the best of both worlds, having the money that they want to make, plus doing something that they just are in love with, living a dream. So career wise, there could be some good things that are getting ready to happen. Your work family might feel like your family. Somebody might be coming off as like a hippie or a flower child. or that might be how people see you. If you make a connection with an earth sign, I feel like something about the connection is going to be very healing. But I feel like there's also something spiritual and something sexual. It might be like a perfect blend. I feel like there is a perfect synastry between the two of you, but the relationship itself may have a tendency to go too far left or too far right. And there's going to be a challenge with sustaining peace between the two of you. And it does still look like there is something karmic attached to this relationship, because there are times where it feels like a burden. But I do feel that the relationship itself is something that can be managed. I see you mastering something or feeling very much in control, like I've got this under control. Also, if someone is getting ready to pursue you, if they were initially shy, they seem to be very confident coming forward. Someone is also trying to remain sober, and that could be a challenge. I've also heard that people who are in rehab are advised not to have relationships within, I don't know, what is it, like a year? I also feel like that may have been an obstacle for preventing two people from coming together, because someone has been in rehab and it's just like they wanted to heal before coming forward. And it's like, even though someone has healed, that they still have that inside of them, that capability of going overboard. Kind of like once you get a virus, it's never like truly out of your body. It just is dormant. That's kind of like what I'm getting with somebody that has an addiction, is dormant. So the ability for that to come out and for them to start drinking, or, whatever it is that they were doing before, is still there, but, they have to be careful and try to manage that. I feel like you also might make a good friend pretty soon, whether it's romantic or not. All right, moving on to deck number 3. You have the Wheel, King of Swords, Knight of Pentacles, the Devil, King of Wands, overall energy, 2 of Cups, 8 of Swords, and the 9 of Swords. I said 8 of Swords, I meant 8 of Wands. Okay, so I feel like the overall energy has something to do with narcissism, in a sense. I feel like it's more about being in love with somebody because they remind you of yourself. So I feel like you're going to have some sort of connection where you're just like, oh my God, they remind me so much of myself, or they look like me, or they think and act like me, they talk like me, like whatever it is. That's why you guys are attracted to one another, because it's kind of like just falling in love with yourself. But I feel that this type of connection does bring harmony because of that. Um, and I feel like something is your destiny. Like, it was destined for you to come together with whoever's getting ready to come into your life. Actually, I have more than one energy coming out. So it could be that you end up connecting with 2 or 3 people, or you are just one of these energies and torn between 2 of them. So we do have air, earth, and fire. And now, 2, you have the devil coming out. So I feel like this is representing some sort of a bond, an unbreakable bond. There's an attachment. There's a reason these people came into your life. It's like you're stuck, you're bound together for a reason. And it does seem that it's something, it does have something karmic attached, some sort of karmic attachment. Now, the relationship itself, I still feel like it's karmic, but it could also indicate that whoever you're getting involved with has attachments. Like I was just picking up, I don't know if you were listening, likely you were, but like I was just talking about addictions in the other reading. And so it could be that you fall in love with someone, but they have an addiction to something. And either way, this is still talking about setting boundaries, no matter how much, you're in love or connecting with someone. You need to make sure that someone is not consuming your life. You need to make sure that you're taking time out for yourself, or you're not just like losing yourself and then just becoming so merged with this person that, you don't have an identity anymore. So that might be a challenge for you when it comes to connecting with someone. And this person might also impose their life on you too much. If someone is being too much or overbearing, you have to let them know. I'm not comfortable with this, or no, I don't want to do that, or I think this is more fair. Like, and the thing is that I feel like that's always going to be a challenge in this particular relationship. They're always going to push your boundaries. That's why they're there, or that's the purpose of them coming into your life, is to push your boundaries, or make sure that you know how to stand up for yourself, or protect your energy no matter what. I kind of feel like someone's also been in a dark place, or has been dealing with a lot of anxiety, traumas, and has had no one to talk to. I feel like someone's been talking to themselves a lot. And this also may be a reason why, someone is being put into your life or sent to you, so that you can have some sort of balance restored in your life, because, just spending too much time to yourself isn't healthy either. I just feel that there's going to be a lot of things going on for you. There's a lot of things that are also getting ready to change. You are still likely going to end up feeling some sort of restriction with whatever's coming up. If this is work related, there could be something going on where you're excited about what you do, but you also feel restricted. Sometimes it will feel like you're serving out some sort of a sentence. Romantically, I feel like there's going to be people obsessing over you, or they bring out your obsessive side. So again, with some sort of mirror behavior, I feel like somebody is like a shadow. They're your shadow side. So this is some sort of shadow love, like you're in love with the dark side of yourself. And maybe this is the perfect person that will bring that out of you, or help you connect with your primal side, or your animalistic side, or just whatever the darker energy that you have within you. Whatever represents the lower nature, whether it's materialism, maybe, maybe you've been living off the grid, and then someone comes into your life that is like filthy rich, and they're like, hey, you need to enjoy some of this material stuff on earth too. And so they kind of help you. Maybe there is a side of you that's like, okay, maybe I am kind of tired of living in a tiny home, or so I don't know, just whatever that lower nature is that we all have. I feel like somebody is coming into your life to bring it out of you. It also kind of looks like something is being awakened. Like a sleeping giant has been awakened. So with this change that's coming to you, I feel like you're going to try and resist it initially. I feel like it's going to make it harder if you try to resist change. Feels like you're just supposed to, go with the flow of things. Either a water sign or an air sign could change your life. I'm also seeing something in regards to travel. So in regards to traveling, it does look like there's blockages or delays, but that could be for your own protection. Like maybe you are in a rush and you're like, no, I gotta hurry up and get to this place, and you're trying to fight against the universe like wanting you to stay put. So it's kind of like, if you're trying to rush and get out of somewhere, just relax, because that could be the universe way of protecting you. Even if you're like, well, I didn't hear nothing happen on the news, and I could have caught that flight, or got on that bus, or got on the road. By you being on the flight or being on the road at a certain time could have really altered everything. It could have been like a butterfly effect type of situation. So it's like, yeah, you don't need to be going, traveling at this time, because with your energy there, you're going to mess up the fabric of time, and, just whatever the case. It might be that deep, but it's not meant for you to understand the complexities of it. Just, control the part that you can. And just kind of pay attention. If you feel like the universe is trying to sit you down for a reason, then just sit down and allow things to play out. So it seems that something also has you fantasizing or falling in love. Mm. Either you are in love with an air sign, or an air sign might be falling in love with you. I feel like somebody is daydreaming or fantasizing. Mm. Hmm. If you are creative, your imagination seems to be running wild. And so you might be creating things or writing things because it, whatever the things is that you're thinking about, you're like, oh, this would make a good story. And so you're writing things out because your imagination is just like so vivid. If you're already in a relationship, I feel that your partner is maybe being very protective of you, or they want you to stay close to them. I feel like regardless, you're going to be in a honeymoon phase. I feel like if you are single, there's a lot of options. Um, hmm. Now, you may have rejected someone in the past, or you rejected them, or somebody rejected somebody. And I feel like somebody wants another chance. Yeah, I kind of feel like somebody that you rejected wants to give it another go. If you're already in a relationship, something's been going on where maybe your partner has been ignoring you or just has not been fulfilling your needs, and I feel like you guys are trying to work it out. You're having to bring romance back into the relationship. Something about your life is being romanticized. Now, I feel like there's also something significant about the water or New York. Uh, hmm. So I kind of feel like some city is being targeted. Like it's a city where wherever there is a monument or like a statue in the water. I feel like it's New York, but it also could be something in regards to Rio de Janeiro. I'm just thinking about like the big Jesus statue. So something's going on, but this is kind of coming off like the opposite of what it represents. Mm. In regards to health, I feel like you're going to be dealing with some form of temptation. If you're supposed to be restricting yourself, it just seems like you're indulging, or at least you're trying not to. You might fall back into a bad habit, like you're being tempted to do certain things health wise, whether it's smoking, drinking, eating the wrong things. If you're supposed to be vegan, you might eat the meat. Like something's going on where health wise, I feel like you're being challenged, and you just want to indulge. And even if you're like, okay, I just taste a little bit of this, I feel like you end up just like eating like way more than you intended to. If you said you were just going to have one drink, you end up drinking a whole bottle. Like something happens where I feel like you end up overindulging. Even sexual, like maybe you were like swearing off of sex, or you're supposed to be celibate, and then something happens and you just go nuts. Again, I'm getting something in regards to obsession. Somebody might be obsessed with death. I don't know if it's out of fear or if someone just has like these morbid thoughts. But I don't know. I just kind of feel like there could be some sort of obsession with death. Someone also might be looking at horror movies. And like I said, if you're creative or imaginative, maybe you're writing a horror story or telling one. If you do podcasts, I don't know, like something might be scary. Okay, like I was saying, something, it looks like something's being awakened or somebody awakened a sleeping giant. I do feel like something was dormant. It was quiet. Maybe you thought something had ended or was over, and it looks like something is awakened. It's like, oh, you woke up my beast, the inner beast, or whatever this is being awakened. And it does make me think of like a vampire, or like I'm thinking about the vampire like coming up out of the casket and rising, like something's happening. So something wasn't gone, it was only dormant. And I feel like someone is trying to control whatever this is that's happening. It's just like, oh, I can't let this out. But it like wants to come out. Hopefully it's nothing in the water, like literally. In regards to something sexual or like dating, I kind of feel like someone, they just hook up. I feel like it also kind of feels like it's needed, like someone wants to sexually heal, or it's something about the encounter is sexually healing. Creatively, I feel that maybe someone is bringing out your creative side. If somebody's been hiding or suppressing their thoughts, I feel like they're going to express them. I just feel like someone's been disciplined until now. Also, if you were having a hard time letting go of a past person, there's a new person that may come into the picture that helps you do that. Somebody may be talking about visiting you or moving in, or they come visit and they stay for a little while before leaving. And I'm also seeing someone who definitely has tattoos. I feel like this person maybe has tattoos on the hand. Yeah, but overall, I kind of feel like there is something being romanticized about your life. And you maybe are making some sort of connection to someone. All right, so hopefully this helps. Feel free to leave your feedback. Thank you guys for watching. Sending love and grace.